We live? Hello, Eisters! We are back for yet another stream, a live update stream about Payday 3 with your host, myself. My name's Almir. I'm one of the devs here at Starbreeze, and together with Andreas.
Hey, Eisters, how are you doing?
And it is pretty late here in Stockholm. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. We're gonna sit here for an hour together with you, Eisters. Talk a bit about Payday 3, what's going on. And I just wanted to start off by saying we've been having these live updates for the past week. If you have questions that we don't have time to answer today, make sure to have a look at the uploads we've done on our YouTube channel where we were summarizing these videos, as well as Red Archer's channel, the Payday streamer, influencer, veteran heister. He's done a wonderful series where he goes through and summarizes what Andreas and I speak of and comments it. So thank you for that. Just wanted to give a heads up that earlier in the evening, 2 hours ago, we went live with a tweet. And it says, Heisters, we've seen the feedback on the cost of additional loadout slots. As of today, primary weapon slots now cost 10 C-stacks, down from 100, and all other slots now cost 5 C-stacks, down from 50. We hope you have fun customizing your loadouts. So we've taken in your feedback, Heisters, and we've acted on it, just so you're aware. So I think those are great news. And Red Archer says in chat, and I'm streaming it right now to record the next video. Haha, cheers. All right, good. So Andreas and I are here today to continue answering questions. But I think first, before we go into questions, Andreas, you want to speak a bit on the upcoming patch, yeah?
Yeah. So, hello again, and thanks for tuning in. Like Almir said, we're here tonight, like the previous nights, to give you guys some updates and then answer as many questions as possible. First of all, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your patience. You know we love you. We're working really hard on improving the game. The servers are looking healthier now than they looked a week ago, so that is moving in the right direction. But we continuously work on improving that part of the game. And as you know, in parallel to that, we are fixing bugs. We are working on quality of life updates and features, new content, weapons, heists. I almost spoiled the name of one heister. That was close. Features and so on. Something that I wanted to update you guys on is, in the previous streams, we mentioned that patch 1 is coming on October 5th. There has been some changes there, and I'm going to give you guys context around that. So, as a part of working on bug fixes and sending that patch to first party, meaning Sony and Microsoft, we also discovered a bunch of crashes that we have managed to fix, and we wanted to make sure that we fix those in the build before we send out that patch. So the patch is going to come slightly later. It's not going to be a big delay, but I wanted to share that update. I'm not going to share a date in this stream because I don't want to jinx it again. However, before that update, there will be an update to the console players. So PlayStation and Xbox, there is a patch coming out very soon that is going to fix the DLC items for you guys. So we know that DLC items haven't been working from different versions of the game and so on. So that is being fixed, and that's something that we really want to prioritize. And then you can expect patch 1, the patch that is including around 200 bug fixes, to come out very shortly after that. Also, I'm seeing a lot of add base XP in the chat. What I can say today is that we are working on some changes to progression and infamy. We have been gathering the feedback from you guys, so expect a bunch of changes in an upcoming patch. It's not going to be patch 1. but you can expect changes in an upcoming patch. And as soon as we are happy with the changes that we've made, obviously we need to make them and then we need to test them and verify them. So as soon as that's done, we will communicate the changes that we've made to progression.
Cool. Thank you, Andreas, for that update. I'm gonna go through chat now. Andreas and I will be doing that, and we'll see here what we can answer. Pinto1313 with a first-time chat asking, is the game dead on arrival? My answer to that, Pinto, is absolutely not. We have just launched Payday 3, and even though we had a rocky launch with server issues, the servers are much more stable as of now, and we are continuously working on post-launch content, like Andreas just said. But thank you for your comment. Penumbi says, hello, hope you guys are doing great. Thanks, Penumbi, appreciate you. Rish Gaming says, hey Almir, it's also 9 o'clock here, and I was wondering, will there be an offline mode? So we've touched on this topic in every stream, I think, so far. And what we've said is that given that we had these server issues at launch, we've put every option that we have on the table and are currently evaluating what the best way forward is for Payday 3. Niels W16 says, can we expect the same high rate of new content we saw in 2014-15 for Payday 2?
Now, I can't remember exactly the cadence and the amount of content we had, apart from it was crazy. What I can say for Payday 3 is that our goal is to update the game on a monthly basis. Obviously, the range of content and features will vary between those. Like we've said, the first updates here, they're mainly going to focus on bug fixes and quality of life updates. But the further we get down into year one, you're gonna see a lot of content heisters, features, and so on. We did share a very high-level roadmap for year one pretty recently. It's abstract for now. We don't want to spoil too much, but the further we get into year one, the more we're gonna share in terms of details around features and heists and so on. But you can definitely expect a lot of content coming out the coming year.
Cool, thank you, Andreas. I see Lucky asking on YouTube, will Safe House come back? So Safe House, when we launched Payday 2 back in 2013, the Safe House wasn't that appreciated. And then a few years later, we worked a ton on making a new Safe House for Payday 2 in the post-launch. We haven't announced the Safe House for Payday 3 yet. If we do, we'll let you heisters know. But so far, that is not something we've communicated. Magic A65 says Sangres next heister for Dias de los Muertos. We haven't confirmed Sangres either, not for now. He is currently unaccounted for. Let me check if I see more questions. Lucky says thank you. You're welcome, Lucky. I missed the P90 when, says Chosen Samurai. So we've got a lot of weapons in development, but I cannot confirm your P90. So Cars in the Sky says, will there be changes to melee? Currently feels weak and useless aside from controlling civs.
We haven't confirmed any changes to melee. We have been discussing a bigger and deeper melee system. It was something that was definitely on the table early on in the project. So it's still there. It's not the top priority for us right now. But I think it's also one of those things where we want to understand a little bit more what you want to see from melee. Like, are we talking smaller adjustments to the existing system, making it more impactful, or are we talking something more in line with Payday 2 or something different than that? So again, it's on the table, but it's nothing that is worked on right now. Antakus Banktatus. Hey mates, will there be a voice chat feature? Also on the table, not being worked on as we speak, but it's something that you can expect in the coming future. It's one of the quality of life features we've seen that you guys want. So it's in our backlog for things that we want to address.
All right, Mr. Toaster on YouTube says, "Are there any planned collab heisters in the foreseeable future?" And that's funny because one of the questions Andreas and I spoke of during the pre-hype for launch was, what kind of collabs would you like to see? And Andreas and I both said, we would love to see Batman or Die Hard or whatever, like that. Those would be awesome. However, we haven't confirmed any collab as of now, Mr. Toaster. I really love your username, by the way. So there are no collab heists or collab heisters confirmed as of now. I know there's a lot of John Wick stands out there, a lot of Chicken Man Andys, a lot of jacket enjoyers who would love to see their favorite characters return, but for now, they are currently unaccounted for. All right. Yeah, you took that one. Yeah, Arctic Knight. Hey guys, where is our angry chicken? I assume you mean Jacket. Yeah, like I just said, he is currently unaccounted for. P Grizzly says, plans for Twitch drops? Yes, we have plans for Twitch drops from Payday 3, but we haven't communicated any more on that topic as of now. Yeah, go ahead.
8177777718 asks, "Hey guys, I'm loving the game, but I'm having a problem. Some of my challenges aren't completing and giving me the infamy points, and I was curious if anyone else is experiencing this. If possible, it would be very nice if this was fixed." Yes, we're looking into it. You're not alone. It's a bug that we're seeing for a lot of players out there. It's being worked on. It's an issue in the back end. So hopefully, when we sort that out, it's not something that will require an actual game patch. We're hoping that it's something that we can fix in the back end. So we are aware of it, and we're looking into it. No, that was the same question.
Thank you, Andreas. It's not Beanie says, how do you guys plan? How do you guys going to buff other deployables like medic? So we are taking in a ton of feedback right now from the community regarding different aspects of the game, including the deployables. We currently don't have anything to comment on regarding buffs or debuffs for specific deployables, but I just want to let you know that we see your question and that's something we're evaluating now. Like an unready button, says I Sang Taylor.
Unready button is something that we are working on. I can't confirm yet when that is going live, but it's one of the things that we are currently fixing. Yes. And for context, if people don't know in the chat, unready button is when you're in the lobby screen being able to unready.
All right. Hey Almir, can you fist bump the cam, says Return. There you go, dude. I just fist bumped the cam. All right, let's see. A bit of different types of questions today. Hey Almir, I'm feeling kind of down today. Can you do Inspire Ace on me? Yeah, get the frick up. Get the frick up, dude. Itamachi says, hello Almir. Hello, dude. Lightside 113 says, a question you may often get, what is not allowed in terms of modding, with it currently being online only and such? So we currently do not have a modding policy in place for Payday 3. We are working on that. However, that obviously does not stop the fantastic Payday modders out there. So I've seen they are on the job, so to say. We will update you on that in the post-launch to give a much more clearer picture of where we stand on that topic. But historically we have nothing but love for the modding community. The modders out there, including Methelser, who I believe I saw in chat, are doing a fantastic job in creating more quality of life for the games we do. And I think that's just fantastic.
Seeing a lot of questions in the chat around heists. So, are we prepping more heists? Yes, we are. You can expect more heist content even this year. That's all I can say for now, but stay tuned.
Will there be battle passes? Says Honey2G. No. A Heat spin-off would be nice. Val Kilmer with the Galil, etc. Yeah, if you know me outside the booth, I am a huge Heat fan. I love Michael Mann's movie. Go ahead.
Under Oath 2001 asks, are you aware of an issue with lobbies not filling up? Yes, we are. It's something that we are working on, but yeah, we've seen a lot of issues where some people end up in empty lobbies and they're not filled, or in lobbies where you only have like one other player there. So we're working on optimizing that. It's a part of the server improvements that we are making.
Californian Cat says, in the far future, are there any plans to implement any versus mode like what Left 4 Dead 2 has? Player-controlled heisters versus player-controlled specials. I think that's an awesome idea, but we haven't confirmed any additional modes as of now for Payday 3. But I like your thinking.
Oliver's 730 sorry, asks, really odd request. Any chance we will get to yell at civvies to stay down? Great for control, even better for immersion. You can, unless I'm misunderstanding your question here. If you're playing on PC, you press middle mouse button to yell at civilians as long as you have your mask on.
The Red SRT forces, can we expect the patch notes on the day of the patch? That way we can get it early. Or can we get it early? No, I think the Reds RT4, as of now, we will release patch notes on the day the patch is released. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to share the patch notes earlier so you can review them and start talking about them already. Shade8856 says, is there any date set for the first major patch? Not yet. Andreas spoke of this earlier in this stream, and we will get back to you as soon as we have the date set. We don't want to be in a situation where we announce the date and then it's get moved and so on and so forth. We want to know for sure. Are you working on replayability? Asks Vortex2K. I think that's something that is inherent in the post-launch campaign, that we constantly, through various means, work on the replayability of the full game, whether it's making heists more replayable than they are currently, to making more interesting systems in the meta of the game, and so on and so forth. So absolutely, we are working on it.
Yeah, just to chime in on that as well. Both replayability and engagement is something that we want to increase and improve post-launch. And like Almir said, sometimes it's tied to new features, and sometimes it's tied to the heists themselves. One of the goals that we have for the upcoming Payday 3 heist is to reinforce randomization in the heists. We believe that that's something that is lacking to a certain extent in the heists that you got at launch, and it's something that we still believe it's a key part of Payday as a franchise. So it's something that we want to improve and reinforce as we go into live ops.
Shadow King 58 on YouTube says, "Return of Aldstone. I really liked him in Petty 2." And thank you. And I agree. I also love Aldstone, and I love the voice actor we have for Aldstone, John Cleese. Amazing character and actor and comedian. We haven't confirmed Aldstone for Payday 3, but I just think it's a testament to your comment to the rich character gallery we have for Payday as a universe that we all love. First Striker 7065 says, "Almir got hella drip. Thank you very much." It's just a Starbreeze jacket. Let's see. Let's continue looking for questions here. That no is music to my ears. Oh, is it regarding the no for battle passes? KMAC 327. That's great to hear. When will the Collectors Club be available? So the Collectors Club invites should be sent out in the coming days, I believe. So soon, hopefully you will be getting your invites. Can we get more banter between the gang, says Still Soggy Bread. It would be great hearing them talking to each other about the current situation. They just seem pretty emotionless at the moment. I think it's great feedback. We want to you to feel that there is banter in the between the gang members, and that's absolutely something we can look into for future updates.
Yeah, I agree, and it's feedback that we've seen before and forwarded to the audio team. I think in general something that we want to do for Payday 3 now post launch is, and I've said this in previous streams too, just enhance the feeling of being a heister and increase the immersion, and make sure that we add things to the game and layers to the game that really makes it feel like you are a gang. And I think more banter between the characters could be a part of that as well. But there's a bunch of things we want to do here to really cement that feeling.
Will we get more sniper skills in the future? Asks Craft SPL. We haven't confirmed any new sniper skills for now. What we have confirmed is the transporter skill that Andreas spoke of in an earlier stream, that allows you to carry 2 bags, which is kind of cool. So that we take that feedback to Heartcraft SPL. We'll see what kind of skills we do in the future. Kim G. Connor asks Linux version. We haven't confirmed a Linux version for Payday 3 as of now. Kim G. Connor, thank you for asking. Let's see here. Will you guys add a kick out option in the pause menu? Thanks, says Sancho Calvi 99. Like Andreas answered a previous question, that is also a very sought after feature of yours, Heisters, and something we're evaluating currently, but no update on that for today's stream. We need to remake the Big Bank heist as a flashback for working with the dentist, is Kim DK. We haven't confirmed any classic heists, but I like your thinking. We all loved the dentist. Yeah?
Captain Madman asks, will the gang leave New York and venture to new locations and heist in, say, LA or other countries? I think there's a possibility for that. Like, we're gonna support this game for a very long time, and it's gonna grow a lot. Right now we have plans for the coming 12 months, and we have some loser ideas for the second year. Since it's gonna live for such a long time, I have a very hard time seeing the Payday gang sticking around only in New York. That's all I can say right now. Yeah.
Can Andreas give us a fist bump as well, asks Twiranux.
As well, did you?
Yeah,
To the camera?
yeah, to the camera,
Okay.
yeah. Don't hit the camera. It's not. All right, looking for more questions here, gang. Velvet Hex says, "We love you, Almir. Thank you for your hard work." Velvet Hex, thank you for being a heister. Thank you all for being so patient with us as we go through the post-launch and give you guys more patches, more updates, and more content, right? We've got a beautiful thing going here with the Payday community, and we want for it to continue. Andreas petted us, says Scarface. And let's see here. Looking for more questions. Empty Skeleton says, question, are there any words on the collector edition delays? We've seen some comments regarding collector's editions being delayed. We're looking into it with our publisher, and if we have any update for you, we'll let you know. It's difficult for us to comment on because retailers are responsible for selling and sending out those collector's editions, and sometimes retailers overbuy, i.e. they don't have the amount that they say they have. They take in a ton of orders, and then they, for whatever reason, can't fulfill all the orders.
Physic1337 asks, will there be a higher level than Overkill like in Payday 2? Yeah, you can expect more difficulties in Payday 3 for sure. We haven't communicated a time frame for it, but there will definitely be more difficulties than Overkill. Also, here's a question from Gufa148. Will the sound for the story videos be fixed in the next patch? So there is an issue on PS5 where there's no audio on the story videos, unfortunately. That is being fixed in patch 1. I'm seeing a lot of questions again here around in-game voice chat. Like I said before, it's something that we're looking into right now. I don't have a time frame for that neither, but it's definitely on the table. We completely understand the need for that to communicate with your fellow random heisters, especially. So yeah.
Kan du ta den? Den här.
Jag vet inte om jag får.
Okay.
Alltså det är
Can you add Coltrane as a heister? Hello DC says, can the matchmaking system be improved to be more inclusive using filters rather than specific difficulties on a specific map? I think that's great quality of life feedback, Hello DC, for us that we will evaluate. Obviously, we launched the game now almost 2 weeks ago and are working on the first patches for the game. So we take that to heart and we'll see what we do for the future. I saw questions regarding AI, so that if we're getting more improvements or features for the AI. So in Payday 2's post-launch, we did a ton of AI updates for your team members, etc. And while we haven't confirmed anything for Payday 3 yet, we're obviously evaluating all the feedback from the community on what to focus on, what to prioritize, and the team AI is definitely one of those things.
Red Archer asks, for the sake of me explaining your points in my breakdown video, Andreas said the patch is delayed to allow Sony Microsoft to approve your new bug fixes. Have you submitted the update already, and are you just waiting on confirmation, or is it not ready to be sent out yet? So just to clarify, it's not delayed to allow Sony and Microsoft to approve your new bug fixes. That's a part of the delay because now, again, every time we update the game now, we have to send it to Sony and Microsoft, right? And that takes a little bit of time. but it's delayed because we've found a bunch of crashes that are pretty common that we wanted to fix. We have fixed them, so internally we are pretty much ready with the update. That's all I can say for now, but what that means is it's not going to be a huge delay on the patch. We're still aiming to get it out as soon as possible. But again, there is also a smaller patch coming out on Xbox and PS5 before that, which is going to fix all the DLC items that you guys have not gotten yet. I hope that that answers your question, Troy.
All right. I'm seeing a question here from Falafel saying, hold on. The question disappeared for me. Yeah, you have one?
It's Pixel asks, is there a fix... sorry, chat is moving fast. Is there a fixed plan for crossplay friends being invisible? So for patch 1, we have fixed a bunch of issues where you couldn't see your friends in the social screen. So hopefully that fixes the bug that you have experienced.
Joanne Schwartz says, Cook-Off is one of my favorite heists. Could we see a similar heist in Payday 3, like something on a moving subway train, but in the countryside, where cops jump on the train from choppers and cars like F5? Love your thinking. We haven't confirmed any heist like Cook-Off for Payday 3 so far, but I definitely love the feedback on what kind of heists you would like to see.
I can get back to a hot topic that I touched on previously. Kemal asks, will you change the level up system? It's really frustrating, and please tell me Clover is back. We are working on a bunch of changes to the progression system and infamy. It's not going to be in patch 1. This is something that it requires a little bit of work and testing and verifying. But as soon as we are satisfied with the changes that we've made, after looking at the feedback that you guys have provided, we will share what our plans are for progression. So stay tuned for more information regarding progression.
Thank you, Andreas. Selikun with the first time chat on Twitch saying, for someone that hasn't played Payday that much, would you recommend Payday 3? Absolutely yes. During launch, we had a rocky situation with server issues. That has now been resolved. The servers are much more healthy, so you can jump on and play the game. And we have a great foundation, I think, with Payday 3, and that we are just now in the post-launch starting to build up with more heists, more characters, more skills, a new enemy, and so on and so forth. So we're looking to do as great of a journey with Payday 3 that we did for Payday 2, that we updated for 10 years, which is an unbelievably long time for a video game, and we were very happy to do so. Let's see.
Kishbe's Bizarre Adventure asks, question, hey Almir, can we get similar heists that pressure the heisters like a blackmailer or of that sort in Payday 3? It's funny that you say that. We had a blackmailer in Go Bank in Payday 2 when you were stealthing that level, if I'm not mistaken. You got a phone call. There was someone blackmailing you. You had to throw loot bags over a fence. It's funny you say it because it's one of the examples that I brought up in a meeting recently when we talked about random events for future heists and having that as a reference for something that was really fun because it felt unpredictable, and to your point, it does put a lot of pressure on the group to coordinate and so on. So those types of events, even simple ones, which this one definitely was, it's something that I want to push for more for future heists. I think it adds a lot to the experience, and it creates a lot of interesting user stories as well.
Thanks, Andreas. Kane64 with the first time chat saying, loving the game so far. Any plans on expanding on the manipulator tree and bringing back the Joker talent? Great feedback. Joker, really cool skill in Payday 2. We haven't confirmed any Joker-esque kind of skill for Payday 3, but the design team are getting in all the feedback from the community, and we'll see what we do next. Like we said, we've already confirmed the transporter skill line, so we are definitely adding more skills to Payday 3. Bao Pai asks, you are wife and husband? No, Bao Pai, we are colleagues and good friends.
Husband and husband.
We're husband and husband is what Andreas just said. That is also true. Let's see here. Let's see. Hello, can you add a loadout rename feature? Says Uekara Martin Roy. You want to take that?
It's on the table. It's definitely on the table. Also seeing a question here from Ratchet Lombax19. I'm a big fan of the old Ratchet and Clank games, by the way, especially 1 and 2. Could we trade hostages for ammo and armor as well? It's something that is being discussed right now. We do want to make some smaller adjustments to trading and the value of trading, but I can't confirm exactly what yet. But it's a good idea. Thanks for that.
I've also seen questions regarding the dead zone on consoles. So we have a dead zone fix for ADS on PlayStation 5 that will come with the aim assist, yeah, for that is coming with the upcoming patch. Just so you're aware. Let's see here. Saints says, are we getting any advanced controller settings in future patches? Possible, but nothing we have confirmed right now. Thank you for your question.
Just to add to that, like Almir said, nothing confirmed right now. It is in our backlog. It's something that we want to work on. Again, like console players should have the same experience as PC players, and a part of having that sort of parity is making sure that you have a pleasant experience with your controllers. So improving the settings and adding more settings is something that you likely can expect in the future.
Chicken Bomber says, any potential weapon changes? SMGs need a tune-up of some kind. Thanks for your feedback. The design team are getting your feedback since the game was launched, seeing how you play with guns, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and I definitely foresee in our future that we will be going through the different weapons, making adjustments, but no specific changes that I can confirm right now. Appreciate you, Chicken Bomber.
Bill Nye, the Soviet spy. Hey Almir, hey Andreas. Can there be a quality of life feature for the HUD for teammates that have their mask equipped? Like having the unmasked character portrayed in the teammate HUD changed to the masked version of the heisters, so we can more easily track what player has his mask on during stealth, for example. Yes, so first of all, I'm pretty sure we have a feature where it's shown if you have your mask on or off. It's just very subtle right now. I think there's a tone in the there's a tone in the gray background or something that changes if someone puts on their mask. It's super unclear. It's something that we need to improve. And just on that topic, we believe that there is room for a lot of improvements generally to UI UX, including the HUD, but especially in the menus, both presentation but also like navigation, and it's not super intuitive right now, and I don't think it's really selling the theme and the atmosphere of the game. But like doing those the thing that you're talking about is definitely easier, but what I'm referring to now is that's something bigger. I think what we want to do long term is we want to improve the UI UX in bits over time. So it's sort of like a maintenance thing, likely.
Thanks, Andreas. Pink Rim says, question, will we ever get current event-based items like we did in Payday 2? You might. I mean, we haven't confirmed any yet, but you might. We'll see. More masks, pretty please, says Brendan Kaminsky. More masks are in the works, Brendan Kaminsky. You can rest easy, my dear Heister. V. Crame on YouTube says, question, what about a Payday 3 Goat Sim 3 collab? That we have not confirmed a Goat Sim collab. If you know me playing Payday 2, Goat Sim, the Goat Sim heist for me, especially on DSOD. Oof. Sverre Sonderfausog says, greetings from Germany. Will it be possible to listen to some Payday 2 music during heist? So we haven't confirmed a jukebox feature like we have in Payday 2 right now, where you can pick and choose your own music from the Payday series to play. But I love your thinking. I think it's a great idea that we will evaluate in the post-launch. Kane64 says, thanks for answering the question about Joker talent. Here's another. Any plans for more combat-oriented tools like infrasonic mines? So here I want to take like a step back. So anything that amplifies the Hollywood heist fantasy are stuff that we are looking into. So any kind of deployable or tool or anything like that that makes you feel more like a heister and makes the robbery that you're performing cooler is a cool thing that we're evaluating. But we haven't confirmed that particular feature as of now. But yeah, just want to set the right perspective on it so you are thinking in the right terms for sure.
Captain Rice Cooker asks, in the future, will console players be able to use keyboard and chat? Keyboard and mouse, as some of you may know, it was enabled in the beta for Xbox, but we did find a lot of issues tied to it closer to launch, so we decided to remove it. Now we have to fix those issues, and then we will enable mouse and keyboard for consoles again. For the chat, I can't confirm yet. It's a little bit more complicated than I wish it was. But if there is a high demand and request for that, it's definitely something that we will consider.
Proto Butt says, hey guys, I've been really enjoying the game. Please add a wave defense mode. Thank you for saying that. Awesome, you're enjoying the game. We haven't confirmed a wave defense mode, but I like your thinking. We'll see what we do in the post-launch. We currently have not confirmed any other game mode as of now. Roxline08 says, are the achievements not unlocking going to be fixed in the upcoming patch?
Yes. At least the ones that we are aware of. Hopefully that's the ones that you've experienced issues with as well. But for patch 1, we've fixed multiple achievements not unlocking.
Let's see here. Did you see one? No? Go ahead.
Mr. Beak R asks, will classic Payday the Heist maps ever show up again eventually? We haven't confirmed it yet, but we do see a big opportunity with both Payday the Heist and Payday 2 maps coming back to Payday 3. It's a very interesting topic, because also if we do it, we're not gonna do it's likely not gonna be full remakes. They're probably gonna be reimagined heists, meaning you're still gonna have the key objectives and the layout and the look and feel of the heist and so on. But it's also two different games with different rules, right? And there are some things that don't exist in Payday 2 that exist in Payday 3 and vice versa. So we need to work around those and so on. So it would be a very interesting challenge. And I think it's an interesting opportunity. And so far, it looks like there's a high demand for getting some of the classics back in Payday 3. So hopefully,
Is the spoon gonna come back, says Bino? We haven't confirmed any comically large utensils, spoons, forks, sporks, nothing. But thank you for asking. Will we get the president masks back, says Snukan. So usually in the past, whenever there's been a new election in the US, we've added a new mask to the game to commemorate that. But as far as I know, the election day is not happening yet.
Nova's toothbrush.
We're seeing questions about Uber Haxor's Nova's toothbrush from earlier Payday games. We haven't confirmed that to make a return for Payday 3 as of now either. Going through your questions, Heisters.
Just quickly, the 99 boxes glitch is being looked into. I can't say exactly when it's going to be fixed yet, but we're looking into it.
Looking for more questions, gang. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
I've said this 2 times already, but I know it's a hot topic, so I want to bring it up again. Real/Gaming asks, will we be getting XP infamy points from heists again, or are you sticking to challenges, only leveling up? I really love the game, but the progression system is so demotivating. We have heard you, and we are working on a bunch of changes to the progression system. I can't say exactly what yet. We're working on it. Then we are going to test it and verify it, make sure it's in line with how we want it to work, and also based on your guys' feedback. So as soon as we have more clarity in this is what we want to push live, we're going to communicate that to you guys.
Frankestrunk says, are the bows and crossbows returning? We added medieval weapons as part of the Chivalry collab back in Payday 2. I know we haven't confirmed any medieval weapons for Payday 3 so far, Frankestrunk. Love your nickname, by the way. Would love to see another repeat heist like Hookoff, but instead imagine you're data mining Bitcoin. Says Will the Poet. Interesting. I like your thinking. Like we spoke about earlier, classic heists would be cool, but that's nothing we have confirmed so far. How about improved feedback on when we can call in another overkill weapon, so I'm not just spamming the keyboard in the corner, says Rob Thanatos. Great feedback, Rob. Definitely something we also will be looking into the post-launch. Dr. Swag 00 says, would love to see a return of the Reservoir Dogs heist. Yeah, you and me both. But a few things to remember there. It's a existing heist within the Payday universe, and we haven't announced any classic heist for Payday 3. And also in this case, this is a collaboration heist where we are working with another license, which is Reservoir Dogs. And while I won't say it makes it harder, it doesn't necessarily make it easier either, because it's someone else's license. You need to agree with them. Let's see here. Shadow King says the Payday 3 FAQ before launch basically said that there would be an option to upgrade Silver and Gold Edition for all platforms, but in previous streams, Almir said that was no longer confirmed. Anything to say about that? Yeah, we are evaluating it currently, checking internally. I hear you, Shadow King. There's been many heisters who've been asking about the ability to upgrade your standard edition to silver or gold, or, for example, a silver edition to gold. So we will let you know when we have anything more to say on that. Big O says, might be nice to get a Payday 2 story recapping game for new players or console players who only got part of that story last time. We should just put a link to Kay Nowley's 4-hour video in the game. You want to know more about Payday? Watch this. I appreciate your question and your suggestion, Big O. I think it's a great idea, but that would probably take a lot of work if we want to get below the 4-hour mark that Kay Nowley did for his video. Because there's a lot of things that happened in the Payday storyline historically. Salomando says, what are you going to do about the XP glitch on 99 boxes? Yeah, like Andreas just said, we're looking into that and we'll get it fixed as soon as possible. Let's see here. Looking through questions. Man, again, with no notice that you guys went live, feels bad, man, says Stick in a Box. But you're here now, dude. Don't worry about it. Good seeing you again, Stick. Mr. Chicken Ultra says, will there be an in-depth career statistics feature? I want to know how many coppers I've headshotted in total. So for Payday 2, we had the FBI files that we added in the post-launch. We added that obviously for the same reason you were asking for Payday 2. We haven't confirmed anything like that for Payday 3 yet, but that is definitely a great idea, Mr. Chicken Ultra. I am also into statistics. It's fun to look at your accomplishments as a heister. Hey, what's the story behind the cheese sandwich Easter egg? So, for whatever reason, it says Topsynos. So the cheese sandwich was added by a previous colleague of ours, an Overkill member called Eric. Mm-hmm. He added the asset. Heisters, for whatever reason, started calling it Almir's toast, which made him furious because it was Eric's toast. And now it's Almir's toast, and here we are. So that's the Easter egg. And we just put that in the game to have a bit of fun with you players when you're looking for gold and money, but you find a toast with a bite taken out of it. And it's funny because I met Eric recently, and he was still angry about that. Let's see. Dart Abido says, will there be any melee weapons or skill trees based on melee? I think, Andreas, you touched on this earlier in the stream regarding melee weapons, right? You want to...
Yeah, melee weapons it's one of the things where we want to hear what you guys want to see. We've had a lot of internal discussions around making a deeper melee system and or the current one more impactful and so on. But it's something that we want to understand what you guys want to see. So it's not something that we're working on right now, but it's on the table still.
Prince Derpley says, I will call it Eric's toast in his name. I hear ya. All right. And looking for more questions here, gang. Question, will there be more achievements, like 1,328 of them? I saw a question on YouTube. Yes, there will be more achievements added to Payday over time. Currently there are 22, I believe. That's nothing compared to Payday 2's huge amount of achievements, but we will be looking into that. Overkill melee weapons, says MJ Gaming 085. We haven't confirmed any new overkill weapons as of now, but whether it's a melee weapon or a ranged weapon remains to be seen. But we have said that we're looking into adding more overkill weapons. When can we steal Almir's toasts? Asks Livsben. Good question. They have to have a lot of value. It's just that people don't realize it yet. Punk Rock Playroom says, any update on the Halloween event? We haven't confirmed a Halloween event as of now. Payday 3's post-launch just started, so we will let you know as we go what's going to happen. Nick Rochelle asks, what about a customizable wheel of phrases? I think that's a great idea. Like there are other games like Dota 2, for example, where you're able to customize your speech wheel or phrases wheel, if you will. We have a set of phrases that you can say right now using the communication wheel, and we'll see what we do in the future regarding it.
Edicus asks, will a roadmap be released to see what your plans will be focused on in the future? We did release a high-level roadmap. I believe that was around August. Yeah. Essentially, what we're saying there is the name of the upcoming DLCs for year 1, and then a bunch of examples of features that we're going live with. There's a lot more than that, but we wanted to share a part of the roadmap before launch, but it's something that we're also going to update as we move into year 1. So you will get more information on what's coming next in the future.
I just pinned the roadmap for you all in chat. So in the Twitch chat, you will see a pinned comment. If you click it, you see the roadmap for Payday 3 for the year 1 called the Bad Apple. So if you haven't seen that image yet, that's the way to go. Badger will return, potential future gaslighting, maybe future heister. We have not confirmed the Badger for Payday 3 as of now. Is there a collector's edition for PC in the United States? Asks Gertznert. So the types of editions for Payday 3 are available on our website. If you go there, if you can't see our a collector's edition for your country, it means that it's not being sold there. If we get an update, we'll update that and let the community know. But or it's sold out. Exactly that. It was sold there, but it's sold out. Xerox says, best game of 2023. Thank you so much, Xerox. Appreciate you. Are there any new heisters coming? We have heisters in the works. We haven't confirmed, Hugski, whether they are new or returning yet, but there are heisters in the work. All right, we're going to look for one final question for this stream. Let's see here. Question, where should I report bugs I encounter so you guys can take a look at them? Thanks. So if you go to Payday the Game website, there is a support feature there where you can add any issues that you might have. There is also an upvote page where you can add feedback. Can we get Almir as a heister, says Norb's Alt. Andreas shakes his head. Andreas disagrees. He does not want Almir as a heister.
I see him too often. Yeah. But if that's really what you want, maybe. maybe. I'm not gonna push for it though.
Thanks, Andreas. I see a question here.
Andreas Heister, absolutely not. I've said in the previous stream, maybe as a punchable civilian or something, but me as a Heister, that would no, you don't want that.
Halbcyclop says, "Yo, chat. Did they say something about offline mode yet?" So what we said was that you're aware of that, Halbcyclop. We had issues around launch regarding the servers, and even though server stability has increased, servers are more healthy right now. We're still evaluating all options going forward for Payday 3, whether it's offline mode or any other type of option. We're currently evaluating it. It's on the table, but we haven't confirmed anything as of now. All right. And with that said, my dear friends, the hour is up. It is now 10 o'clock in the evening here in Sweden. We so much appreciate you tuning in for this stream. We will look to do this type of stream when there is something important to talk about with an in-game update, like the patches Andreas spoke of earlier in the stream. And that was it for this time. On Thursday, I'll be back with a normal Heist with Almir stream. So join me for Thursday when we'll be back in-game in Payday 3, heisting with each other. Feel free to jump in and ask questions then, but to know that the focus will be on heisting. Of course, me answering as many questions as I can, but Andreas will not be with us then. He will be working on Payday 3. So I'd just like to say thank you so much to Andreas for taking time out of your family life to come here and do this with me. For all of you heisters out there, we work hard for you heisters, and we will continue to do so. The reason we had a later stream in the evening for us is because we wanted to, with this stream, hit the US heisters and the heisters across the Americas, because we know you guys have a different time zone. So this one is for you. Thank you so much to all of you for tuning in. Maybe a final word from Andreas before we let you go back to heisting.
Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a rocky launch, but like we've said before, we are rolling up our sleeves. We are super dedicated to improving the game. We are listening, and you can expect a lot of exciting updates for the coming year. And as soon as we're ready to share them, we will. So stay tuned. Believe in us. We're gonna keep doing this and just improving the game. So thank you so much.
Thank you, heisters. Have a great rest of your day and your week. Thank you for all your nice comments. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the difficult questions, the questions overall. Have a lovely rest of your week, and see you next time. Take it easy. Bye.